It's only in Nigeria a man wants to kill you to lead you. I say I don't want your leadership. You say you must want it. In Nigeria political space, leadership is by force. Don't lead me, I must lead you. Don't be my leader, I must be your leader. This thing we are calling democracy in Nigeria, we should return it. Democracy is government of the people. You can express your way. This type of democracy, let's return it. The one we collected is duplicate. What we have is agberocracy. Government of the agbero, by the agbero, for the agbero. Don't copy Nigerian politicians. What they have taught you is that honesty doesn't pay. Don't copy them. Free and fair life does not yield result. Following due process has no reward. Everything you achieve in life is through violence. Being a trickster is being smart. Don't copy them. Don't copy the average Nigerian politician who make you feel that honesty doesn't pay. Life. Don't copy an average politician in Nigeria who carries people's children, imports them as mercenaries to waste people, kill people. Don't copy the average Nigerian politician who has now become a tribal bigot. Tribalism everywhere. Who is trying to divide Nigeria and saying Igbos are not Yoruba, Yorubas are not Igbo, forgetting that we are from one nation under God. Whether you are Igbo, whether you are Hausa, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Efik, it doesn't matter. You are a Nigerian. There is no Yoruba passport. There's no Igbo passport. There's no Edo passport. There's no South passport. What we have is a Nigerian passport. You can stay anywhere. You can live anywhere. You can survive anywhere. There is no tax for the East or tax for the West. We are all taxpayers. So long you are a taxpayer, you are entitled to stay anywhere.
Nigeria now they shout, may we divide, may we divide. They don't already divide us. Where do they divide again? Now we they lie to. Now we they separate. Now we they carry oil. Now we they see make they fight ourselves. If division is not part of the Western plan, why be say before they make us become Nigeria, they don't divide us because they don't say united we stand, divided we fall. So what are we? Why are we deceiving ourselves? We don't want divide. Now division now go solve this problem. All we need to unite. You see this perspective when the Westerners don't set to run. Now those things they bring us down. That's why I say that even the politicians that they use them against us. Because these same people I go tell us say now Hausa they rule, now Yoruba they rule. But when they want increase fuel, when they go favor, they will not go favor us. They know they tell us say Igbo man go buy fuel so amount, Hausa go buy so amount, Yoruba go buy so amount. No, they put us together. When they want to deal with us, they deal with us together. But when we won't rise to fight against these people, they will not bring the division inside our brain. Now that go tell you say there is power in unity. If unity was not a problem, why that way they hold us as slaves that they use padlock? They padlock our mouth. Because they not say they open the mouth. If all of us discuss together, we can challenge them, we can take over power from there. Now why they lock our mouth? So that mentality of let's divide, it will never take Nigeria out of here we are. Why be say if these politicians, if that they campaign, local government will be safe for their life, they never ever enter. When road not there to go, they go take boats. They go that place, go to the grassroots of that local government, go introduce themselves to those local government, say, I'm coming to become your governor. Vote for me. I will give you people bridge. I will unite you people together. Why did they do it? Because they know the power of unity. Where we unite as a nation, as a citizen, as a youth, and face this government, I bet you we will always succeed. So before we go to talk about division, may we first talk about unity. Because now when we unite, we feel come to agreement. Say, okay, we won't divide. If we feel to divide, now through war, the time they fight Biafra war.
Is it that our educational system in Nigeria is poor, or that the government intentionally want to use the education to lie to the people? In the school, they told us that cattle rearing is favorable in the north, not in the south. But have you noticed that every now and then, the cattle and the Fulani herdsmen are always in the south, fighting with farmers, eating their grasses? They have tried all much they can to use the south for their ruga. They did not succeed. Now they have moved it to IDP camps in the southeast. These same people are lying to Nigerians that southeast is not safe. They succeeded by telling you that IPOB are terrorists. Are they trying to tell us now that the terrorist zone is a place where they can build IDP camp instead of the massive land in the north? Why are they lying to the people? Why is our government living on lie and propagandas? 5 plots of land is where you want now to put IDP camp, but other lands, massive land in Niger, massive land in Sokoto, massive, you don't see another place to put IDP camp. The place you call that is insecure is the place you want to put your so-called IDP camp for people to be secured. That shows that you people are just propagandists. You guys are just hypocrites. Every time you tell lie against the Igbos, but I've told you I'm going to be here to counter it. I'm out of here, Joe.
I hear some Yoruba conservatives say that the Igbos are their major problem in Nigeria. Yoruba conservatives say Igbos, the number one problem Yoruba has in Nigeria are the Igbos. That Igbos have waged a political and economic war against the Yorubas. The Igbos are trying to dominate the political space, the economic space of the Yorubas. That is the orientation amongst most Yoruba Runu and Yoruba conservatives. This is a statement from one of their chief Yoruba conservatives. He says, "It is better for Fulanis to be killing us than for an Igbo man to aspire for presidency." He says, "I know that the Fulanis are killing us. We know that these guys are chasing our people from our villages. But the main problem we have are the Igbos because of the political and economic war, in quote, that they have waged against the Yorubas. I see an Igbo man wanting to go to a place and prosper. I don't see an Igbo man having an agenda. Anybody that would have I'm an Igbo person. Anybody that would have an agenda, for me it would be so strange. Agenda to dominate the political space of Yoruba land, even as popular as Nnamdi Azikiwe was. He was doing his own bidding. He was not doing the bidding of the people. Nobody sent him that message. Whatever he was doing with NCNC was of his own volition. In Igbo land, he is not recognized as its word. Have you been hearing of Nnamdi Azikiwe in Igbo land, where they revere that man as a hero? So most of these Yoruba Runu, the way they are taking this, whatever, she already said that the hatred of Igbo hatred is in the blood of DNA of every Nigerian. The way they are taking this thing, I think it's misplaced priority. But I think I'm okay with that, because my Igbo brothers need to learn a lesson that the Southwest, the upcoming generation, the orientation being passed through the Southwest. So far, the leader of the Yoruba political movement is Tinubu, and his administration seems to be showing signs of hatred, spewing nepotism and bigotry against the Igbo tribe. It looks so, because since Tinubu became president, I've seen campaigns against the Igbo people. And we need to understand that the Yoruba land does not belong to any Igbo man. You are just a visitor. I'm telling you, you are just a visitor. So many people are cooking so many things, propaganda, saying so many things about the Igbos. I understand. There's no tribe that does not have their flaw. There's no tribe that does not have their strength. So I'm urging the Igbos, please. No, Yoruba land is not no man's land. It belongs to indigenous Yorubas own Lagos as of now. If it were in the history time, some time ago, maybe Benio, but people who own Lagos now are Yorubas. Okay, can you become, those that say that they own Lagos, go and become governor of Lagos. If you say you own Lagos, go and become the Yoruba of Lagos now, or become a local government chairman. Because of this campaign, whatever they were doing, we had Igbos in the Lagos State Assembly. But now, go to the Lagos State Assembly, you hardly find someone who's not a Yoruba or related. But you won't find an Igbo person. I had my friend who was working for somebody in the assembly. My friend, he was working for his brother. His brother was a lawmaker, an Igbo person. But now, you can't find an Igbo person. So we need to understand that the Southwest belongs to Yorubas. And the seed of discord has been planted by the politicians, have been planted. The seed is going down, and they are watering it. The seed is gaining roots and roots and roots, and very soon it will germinate. Igbos need to have a plan, an agenda of trying to bring themselves together, and look for a way to push Igbo forward, to protect the integrity, protect the heritage of the Igbo man. You should be focused on that. See, those people that are putting all their eggs in one basket, my brother, at the end of the day, you see this seed of bigotry that is planted by some Yoruba politicians will grow one day. This Yoruba Runu, they are taking over governance in Lagos State and other states. Sometimes I wonder, they said Yoruba Runu banned. Then I'm beginning to see why they banned Yoruba Runu then. Because when I say Nigeria must restructure, Yoruba Ronu is important, is instrumental to the structure of Nigeria. Because when they start renewing, they renew from local government to state government, they renew from jobs in the government civil service to the private sector. They start renewing and they start sending other people, making sure other people don't get some positions. Then everyone will now start having sense and be thinking of their fatherland. Then we'll all start renewing when it comes to our mineral resources. Then the renew, you see, the renew will be in us. Everybody will start renewing. Niger Delta will renew, the Southeast will renew, every region will renew, and everybody will start calling themselves back to their fatherland. So everyone now focused on how you can man your father's house and look for ways to build it. I know the way this Yoruba renew is not supposed, but Jonathan says that you can wake somebody that is sleeping, but you cannot wake somebody that is pretending to sleep. So who am I to start saying Yoruba renew, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that? Keep going on. It will help some Igbos come to their senses. Well, the way these people are behaving, we need to have a meeting on how we can develop our land. So, whether it is blessing in disguise, or whether it is a way God will use to make sure the coconut and the strong head of some Igbo people, it will reset. I just pray Tinubu is able to restructure this Nigeria, because the Northerners are coming, the Fulanis are coming. After Tinubu's 8 years, you see, they will pay in the same coin of this hatred and bigotry we are planting each other. It's unfortunate that you can't talk to some people because they feel that you can't talk to them. The main problem we have is the Fulani in the southern part of Nigeria. But yet, some people want to believe it's Igbos. They want to just believe it's Igbos. What is there? Igbo does not come to invade your land. They come, they buy, they follow the rules. The importations that Igbos are importing, are they the ones at the custom? The businesses that they are doing, most of them are the mercy of custom officers, and these custom officers are mostly from the north. There's a Yoruba person there now. The regulatory bodies are Yorubas. How would Igbos take over somebody? You see, one thing about democracy, if you are really practicing democracy, you don't really need to look at somebody whether he's Igbo. Democracy is a free thinking society, but it seems like politicians have realized that if they practice democracy, most of them will not be in power. The real people will be voted. So they find every means to create divisions among the people so that they can exert themselves in power. These people that are saying Yoruba Runu left, right, center, front and back, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, they were not talking about Yoruba Runu or protecting Yoruba heritage. If you are really you are fighting for Yoruba, there are things you need to do than even looking at Igbos. Igbos come to a society, there is healthy competition. They bring healthy competition amongst the people. For instance, I work in an office. We have 3 Igbos or 4 Igbos, 7 Yoruba people. The Igbos are committed. They strive to do well, better, and by competence, they grow the ladder. Of course, by competence, they grow. So, it is a competitive. When Igbos go to a place and they are competitive. But for Fulani, would Fulani buy land? Would Fulani compete with you? Would Fulani contribute to your society? But somebody will open his mouth and say, it is better for Fulanis to be killing us than for an Igbo man to aspire for presidency. And it went viral. The Yorubas are still looking at that. See, I don't care about who is doing Yoruba. I don't care about you are being conservative. I love conservatism, protecting your cultural heritage. I support it from Yorubas, Hausas, whoever. If you cannot protect your cultural heritage, man, you are gone, you are lost. But that does not mean that you don't look at things. See, you are not an island. You are not an island. You see, most countries cannot survive alone. They need a bridge, a relationship with others. But since you are trying to cut everybody and stay alone, you are giving impressions like this and that. It's unfortunate. Now, Ibadan media people have carried out this news, a different report. This is from somebody, I will not call his name. He said, breaking news. Anambra has requested that all non-indigents and non-residents in Nokwa, Anambra, to pick up non-indigent and tenancy agreement forms or leave their Igbo land. This conservative or Yoruba is saying, I often say people who preach liberalism to you in your land are practicing conservatism in theirs. Just for a moment, imagine how the Igbos will react if the same action were taken across Yoruba land. Very good one. But when you look at the information, the video that has been played, the man spoke in Igbo. But before I tell you what the man is saying in Igbo language, let me go back to this report in Vanguard in Anambra State when we had insecurity rampant. insecurity rampant in Anambra State. Okay, this is Vanguard. Vanguard says 15 Anambra local government areas declared insecure by residents and non-indigens. 15 Anambra local government areas. This is December 16th, 2024. So non-indigens have come to say that 15 local government areas declared insecure. Let me read it. Non-indigens residing in Anambra State have raised concerns over escalating insecurity, declaring 15 out of the state's 21 local government areas as unsafe. Who is speaking? Speaking through their chairman, Alhaji Abubakar Sani, and Secretary Chief Adebayo Adewusi, the group called on Governor Chukwuma Soludo to declare a state of emergency in the affected areas. They expressed particular worry about the deteriorating security situation in Onitsha, once considered relatively safe, which has recently come under attack by kidnappers and other criminals. Let's go back to the video that an Ibadan media person decided to use for agenda. You know, when they say let's cook bigotry, they twist the information. Now in Nokwa, they are telling non-indigens to go and get tenancy form to identify the people, non-indigens, not whether Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, non-indigens in Nokwa. Indigens are there. It has to be Igbo, it has to be Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, non-indigens of that state. Go and get this form to identify yourself. Let us know the number of persons in this community, in this place, so that we can be able to know how the insecurity is happening, who and who. When somebody comes from outside into this place to commit any crime, we have data of people in that Nokwa community. But yet, you see, some people want to see it from the lens of what they want to see it. I'm not against you seeing it. You might have so many reasons why you need to see it from that lens. But I'm telling you, this correct information is about insecurity. Insecurity in that Nokwa, Anambra State. It is not the whole Anambra State, particular place. So they want to identify. If you're talking about Lagos State, if you're talking about indigens, because man said, if we tell Igbos to do the same thing, you see how you twisted it? The information is about non-indigens, whether Igbos, Edo, whoever. Identify yourself. It was not directed at the particular tribe. So if you are doing that in Lagos or in the southwest, non-indigens in Lagos also has to do with Yorubas are not from Lagos. So if you are trying to use that mentality, try to misinform people, I understand. It's only people that are not intelligent enough who just see it as, okay, I want what is shaking, you understand? Me, I'm even praying for Nigeria to restructure so that everybody will find level. You understand? So that we also understand. This Yoruba, I see the way they are going, I love it. I love it. The Fulani are there, they are looking at us, they are laughing at us. It is north and south. Instead of south to find a way of solidifying their base, building relationships, the Fulani and co will be planting the squad amongst Yoruba and Igbo so that they can have their way. You can see how they are threatening Tinubu, saying all sorts of things against Tinubu. Look at this statement is from somebody. We decided to give South power in 2023. These are nothing I'm saying. We decided to give South power in 2023. If they don't do well, we will take it back in 2027. This is from El-Rufai. So who is South? South, Southwest, Southeast, and whoever. So instead of the southern part of Nigeria to come together as one block, because politicians are myopic, they think that some people think that they can use Nigeria and dump Nigeria. No, it's not. It's not that possible. See, if you want to play that smart, it's not going to be possible. Because I know that the agenda of the Southwest is to use Nigeria and dump Nigeria. But you cannot leave Nigeria when there should be a reciprocatory action. The Fulani will never want anybody to divide Nigeria. But now, even with the position of the Igbos in this mere geographical expression, we are still supporting Tinubu. Even though it is very hard for us to support Tinubu, we are still supporting Tinubu for restructuring Nigeria. It pains us so much that this guy is neglecting the Southeast. A lot of is joining hands with other people to make sure that the Southeast is a place whereby we don't have that development we aspire for. Even though we know that, we still want to restructure Nigeria. If you do not restructure Nigeria, this Fulani will come over 8 years and take over power. But I trust Tinubu to do some things. I trust him to do some things. Take over power. Since we want to have hatred for ourselves, let us have hatred for ourselves. I'm not part of you. Those that I tell you, me, I'm a Christian, number one. A very, very, very good Christian. I have no hatred for anybody. But I speak with logic. I have no hatred. Anybody whatsoever. I had an argument with some of my Igbo brothers today. They were saying some things that Igbo this, Igbo that. I told them, do you know that Lagos State has oil? Lagos State has oil more than Abia State. They were shocked. They will say, why would I say such a thing? I'm an Igbo person, I'll be saying such a thing. Blah, 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 blah. Southwest has oil. Yes, Lagos State, do your research. So I'm not somebody that will come and be because of this. See, where I'm from, everybody born in my village is entitled to wear this. This has a significance. They call us one nuku in Supato. A significance. I'm a thoroughbred Igbo man that wants the better for humanity first and for my ethnicity, my society.
Welcome back, my people. We don't back again. This thing where we say they happen for this country is still continue based on say, see, everybody no one calm down. This division, divide Nigeria, where we say them they talk this thing don't they near. See, this country the way they go so, but if not be that division, but this country nothing go help us for this country. If you look at all the persons who talk for inside this video, but now that division matter now they talk about, because all the politicians where we say we get, they don't already divide us. They don't divide us, and some of our youth where we say they don't use their head, they don't divide us too. You get sometimes where we say that they vote, where we say okay, some Yorubas and some Igbos no one vote for themselves. Now that's in 9B the thing where we say first divide Nigeria as a country. You know, say that time during the election when they vote, Yoruba come and say they no one vote for Igbo come and say they no one vote for Yoruba. So that's in 9 make this thing where we say we the face for inside this country now, like especially this insecurity where we say we the face for inside this country now become the now it's okay, this country now the way it is now, even though be only division, nothing go help this country called Nigeria, because the way this country they go now, only person will be saying be leader now go one benefit your own people, like Yoruba will be leader go one benefit your own people, and Hausa will be leader go one benefit only your own people. Now why be say okay, this country no go fit ever be one be that. The only thing where we want for this country now be that division we say we talk about. You will be say they hear me now. If you get any opinion concerning this matter, beg make you drop am for inside comment section. And also if not today be your first time here, please make you like our video, make you share and make you subscribe. Thank you.